Hello everyone, it is Liam Caddiston here with another episode of The Last of Us. It's episode 7 of season 1. It's another week of pain, isn't it? That's what this show encompasses, pain. As last week pretty much continued that with Joel bleeding out at the conclusion of the last episode. I don't think he's going to die. I don't think they're going to tease us with something like that at the very, very end of things, where he could have just died flat out at the end of the last episode. So, yeah, and not just that, though, but where's Ellie gonna, like, go in terms of direction and whatnot? So, yeah, but, yeah, it was a really, really great episode last time around, especially in terms of bonding Ellie and Joel closer together, especially with the concept of Tommy potentially taking Ellie, with the fact that Joel couldn't risk anything happening to Ellie. So, yeah, yeah, now Joel is the one that needs looking after, so I'm excited to get into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode 7 of The Last of Us. Let's go.
Leave.
Shut up, Joel.
Take the gun.
Joel, shut the fuck up!
Go. You go. You go north.
We're not leaving you. No.
Go to Tommy.
No. No.
You go.
We're not leaving you. I'm with Ellie. Shut the fuck up.
You don't fight. Just your friend fights. She's not here anymore, is she?
Don't. Just... talk shit, get smacked, I guess.
If we go down, the people in this zone will starve or murder each other. That much I know. There's a leader in you. And one day it could be your turn.
He wants to bring out the best
Or
in
not.
her. And for that to happen,
So which way?
she has to walk the right path.
Keys.
Good.
Ow. Riley, where have you been? What the fuck?
Shit!
Hang up on me like that.
It was a joke, okay? I thought
Riley!
it would work better. In my mind, you loved it.
Oh!
So, how's it going?
Oh, shit!
Give me.
Can I hold your gun?
They're kind
Even-
of swear not to let
Even back then!
To handle my sidearm because I'm such a fucking firefly. Give me your gun.
All right, fine.
This is Ellie and Riley's big night out.
Fascist stick bags, starving their own population.
Fireflies blowing up the storage depot didn't help.
Propaganda.
Both sides have got
Yeah?
cons, I
So you
guess.
don't bomb stuff anymore?
Who would have thought?
Not when civilians are around.
That's propaganda bullshit.
Oh,
What?
oh.
One, it's okay you don't know everything.
Agree to disagree.
Damn. This would just be very, very mesmerizing, like especially if you've been restricted from this
So?
kind of beauty.
What do you think?
It's
Beautiful.
This is so cool! Backwards. Forward. And back.
Is Ellie all of us the first
And I'm not
time
going
we
anywhere.
went on an escalator?
I'm moving. So this is the first window, right?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing, I was just trying to imagine you wearing that.
Shut up.
All right, come on.
We're almost
We're
there.
seeing it, folks. We all see it, don't we?
Ellie. I'm on my way.
Do you trust me?
With my life, apparently.
Oh, well then give me your hand.
I mean, look where you're at right now.
Come on.
Okay, this ship. I mean, it's just sad given where Ellie was in episode
Almost
1,
there.
but... Oh! Look at the way she's looking. Oh my god. I'm fine.
Ian, I was waiting to do it with you.
Stop it!
Let's go, bunny.
Oh.
Oh, shit. What should we do?
Ah!
Okay. Bunny ears?
Wait.
They... Remember what she said the other episode? I used to spend hours playing this, I think. And I did when I was younger. Mortal Kombat 2.
How am I doing that?
Shocker!
Do not finish me. But then you wouldn't get to see this.
Ah, yes! Fatality!
Okay, that was pretty cool. How many times have you...
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on.
Come on.
And the lighting as well.
Okay, how does a computer get drunk? It takes screenshots.
Ah.
Screenshots.
I don't actually know. Okay, give it.
Oh, that hurts as a computer guy. Oh, that hurts.
Because I wanted to see you.
Didn't want to say goodbye. She didn't want to leave her without saying goodbye,
And-
maybe.
And I wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, I'm just... Oh, this is gonna break my fucking heart. Yeah.
Riley! Riley!
Oh,
What the
crying
fuck?
out loud.
I mattered to them.
You mattered to me first. God damn it, I want to punch you so bad.
If it makes you hate me less.
Couldn't hate her. This is gonna draw the infected here, isn't it? Blasting those tunes. Oh, I'm ready for pain.
Don't go.
Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna figure it out.
This is gonna end.
Get ready to run.
Shit. Oh my god. Oh! Woo! She's been... Oh shit, yeah, this is how it all starts for Ellie.
No!
And she's been infected too, yeah. But Riley's not gonna live, is she? And... Oh... leaving Joel. Like, she couldn't leave Riley. Well, she had to leave Riley, well, when she was immune and all of that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This show, it just tears me apart every fucking episode. Oh, my heart. Fuck's sake, this show hurts so much. Oh. You know, there's gonna be a lot of guilt in regards to Ellie in the past with the fact that she would be immune, and obviously with Riley. And, you know, there is such importance with how there was a bit more of an established bond between Joel and Ellie after they departed from Tommy in the last episode, with Joel bleeding out and Ellie saving him in the closing moments of this episode. Like, she doesn't want to lose someone else close to her, and not just that though, but her outburst as well, after Joel said, "You don't have no idea what loss is," and fucking hell, this show is I'm not even joking when I say every week is pain with this show. It is. That, like, moment of realization for Ellie and Riley, and them willing to, I guess, go out, spend their final moments together. And, yeah, just how it flashes to the present. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, this show just never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to amaze me, and it never ceases to make me emotional. Yeah, that was, I want to say, tragically beautiful, in regards to Ellie and Riley. Obviously, we've heard Riley being mentioned before in this show. And you just had a bit of anxiety in terms of, okay, this is how things are going to go down, isn't it? In terms of what happened to Riley. Because we've heard Ellie make bits and mentions in regards to having to take her life, etc. And, well, now we know why, because of the fact that we obviously knew, once that infected came to attack both Riley and Ellie, that Ellie was going to be fine, right? Riley, on the other hand, like, I had a bad feeling. Like, especially when they kept mentioning, there's no infected in here. I was like, so, because whenever you say shit like that, it's gonna bite you in the ass, or bite you on the hand, I guess. So, yeah, man, That was really, really beautiful. And, Storm and Bella killed it. They killed it. They absolutely killed it in terms of not just portraying the friendship, which would later blossom, between Riley and Ellie, but also, just certain acting pieces, like, especially with Bella, like, you could really see the pain in her, like, especially with, not just the fact that her and Riley got bitten, and of course at that time there was uncertainty on if, Ellie was certain she was going to die with Riley, which we'll get onto in a moment, because yeah, there is more pain to unpack here. But you could see there are certain moments where she is thinking of Riley in the way of I am attracted to her and all of that, and you could see that love struck face on her, and yeah, like, even some of the lighting really stood out for me, like in the arcade, for example, especially with certain scenes where you're like, where your heart is just flooded with feels. Like, I could really distinguish the bisexual lighting, for example, because you had your pink, you had your blue, yeah. So I, really loved that little bit of a touch as well. But not just that, though, but there were also little callbacks as well in regards to, spending, I think, Ellie said something along the lines of, I spent hours playing this game, in reference to Mortal Kombat 2. I think it was, it was the other episode, obviously. I think it was episode 3, actually. But that's besides the point. And now you're just thinking about the fact that this was one of her happiest days, but also, one of the saddest as well, because not just was she so certain in that moment that she was going to die, but you think of her in present day, and she's carrying that survivor's guilt because Riley died and Ellie gets to live. Not just that, though, but there is the implication that she had to shoot Riley, which breaks your heart, especially with how much they mean to one another. Despite, of course, the differences, because of the fact that the Fireflies, fed so much, I guess you could say, propaganda to Riley, and this episode really gave you an interesting perspective of the Fireflies and the Fedra agents as well, because obviously we got a good look at them at episode 1, and then obviously bits and pieces in that, I guess, 2-parter when they were in Kansas, but we got to see how Marlene approached... Well, we didn't get to see it, but we got to hear about how Marlene approached Riley, etc. And we can kind of put 2 and 2 together in regards to how Ellie wound up in, Marlene's company, really, because of the fact that I was thinking, okay, well, with what... Riley is saying, this is probably going to lead as well to Ellie and Marlene, of course, where in that position in episode 1 as well. So not on benevolent terms as we saw in episode 1, but you get the idea. So yeah, but yeah, this was really, really moving, and that dance sequence was just... There were just lots of amazing bits and pieces that really melted my heart with this episode. Especially the focus on... especially with Riley and, Ellie just growing to one another. You could really appreciate their connectivity anyways. But the episode went on, and it really became beautiful. And obviously you'll think that there are parallels to Bill and Frank's story, of course, with how you've got two people of the same sex having that kind of romantic bonding as the episode goes along. Obviously it was a bit more quicker, but we had to establish that they stuck with each other, like Bill and Frank stuck with each other through the years, whereas there's a lot more of whereas this is very, very early in terms of Ellie, her life, really. And there is a tragedy, really, because of the fact that, there are circumstances with Riley having to be moved, and obviously the division in regards to Riley and the Fireflies, and Ellie being in part of Fedra and all of that. And not just that, though, but it was also building Ellie's character to who we see her as today. So, yeah, it was really, really great stuff, because it relates so much to that final sequence when she was patching up Joel. And I gotta say, that really fucked me up. I mean, the final 5 minutes really fucked me up. Given the tragic circumstances, but the way that Joel's hand collapsed on to Ellie's when she was stitching him up was brutal. Was brutal for the feels. Because he told her to go. He didn't want her to. He didn't want to hold her up and all of that. And he was, we know what Joel is like, so this would be, I'd say, on brand for him anyways. But when you see what happened to Riley and the fact that she is plagued with the survivor's guilt because of the fact that she lived and Riley died, and not just that though, but Ellie had to put Riley out of her pain, really. It's really, really beautiful because of the fact that she was not going to leave Joel whatsoever. So yeah, it was just really, really powerful. And not just that though, but it does really give you a great detail in terms of going back to the whole Fireflies Fedra dilemma, with her being the one to be the cure. Ellie is carrying on that faith that Riley had, because of the fact that we had the Fireflies have faith in regards to Ellie being the one to be the cure, really. And she's doing this for Riley. It really does build the story. Some people will chalk this up to a filler, and I am really, really worried about how there are going to be a certain bunch of people who will review bomb this episode because it's woke. Because people people these days like to throw that word around as if they know what it is, but and there is one certain I guess reactor out there. I think we all some of us might know who we're talking about. A certain Magnus who will probably be throwing his toys out the pram and all of that because of because of the fact, he talked about how Eternals and a certain same-sex kiss made him uncomfortable, and same with the whole Bill and Frank situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had certain words about this episode. But yeah, I am really, really worried because some people lashed out at episode 3, even though episode 3 was absolutely beautiful and well written and all of that. It's the same with this one. I feel like there are going to be certain people who will who will crucify this episode. So yeah, but like I said, I wouldn't say this is a filler whatsoever. I mean, yeah, we did have a flashback heavy episode whilst Joel was bleeding out and all of that, but I feel like this really does establish, like, I mean, it would be very, very anticlimactic if Joel was patched up within 5 minutes. Yeah, after, waiting a week of him bleeding out and all of that, this really does give, this is a perfect opportunity to give a bit more character to Ellie, because we already did, but we get to find out that, yeah, she was Fedra, but she was willing to put, faith, towards not just the Fireflies, but also, to carry on, to basically make Riley proud, I guess, because there will be that guilt in regards to her surviving, and Riley not. But with her being the key to be the cure, she's going to try and make Riley proud because, Riley meant so much to her. So, and not just that though, but it really does build towards what happened in the last episode, especially when, like I said, Joel and Ellie got, I guess, a bit more closely bonded. This episode's going to enhance that. Like I said, those final 5 minutes, or that final sequence when Joel was kind of, like, I guess you could say, relieved that Ellie never left him. Yeah, the dynamic is going to absolutely enhance. Like it did in the last episode, but it's definitely going to hit new heights next episode when Joel is, ready to kick ass again. Probably, not as exaggerated as that, but you get the idea. But not just that, though. You think back to bits like you have no idea what loss is. And, you could say, especially during that time, Riley was the most important person to Ellie. And, yeah, it's just very heartbreaking when you've got to imagine Ellie's living with that survivor's guilt. So, and, her first kill was someone who meant a lot to her, but she had to do what she had to do, really. And she wasn't, and it really does parallel well in the present day, where she was not going to let, if there's an opportunity she can save Joel, she's going to take it. She's not going to let him die, especially with how much Joel means to Ellie. So, and it was just really, really beautiful. Like, even the little bits and pieces with, Ellie fixing her hair for Riley. The certain looks, like, especially at the arcade and all of... Yeah, it is just really, really beautiful. And, again, another character who, like... I mean, obviously, with Riley, she, their relationship does, of course, enhance Ellie's character as a whole, but to see how, to see Riley's character come to life, I guess you could say, and just see her mannerisms, etc., it was just another character who, you just felt so much for, like, especially when she was bitten and all of that. So, and, there's obviously this animosity between Fedra and the Fireflies, but it's not like that's going to impact, like, Riley doesn't want that to impact anything with her and Ellie. Because she cares for Ellie so much, and vice versa. So, and that's all. And you could really definitely see that, especially from Ellie's perspective, not just from the obvious numerous times, but especially when Ellie was done with Riley, she decided to turn back. So, as well as the whole idea of, you know, stay with me or come with me. With Riley, she was wanting Ellie to come with her, but then Ellie said stay with me, because they love each other so much. And yeah, so what a beautiful episode. Tragic, but yeah. And we've only got 2 episodes left, which sucks, but it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen in these final 2 episodes. So with that said, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!